if our sort of highest existence, our highest, if you like, consciousness is energy consciousness, then everything works from that energy field. So for everything, we need to be working at the energy level, ultimately, because that's the highest level, rather than, you know, sort of at the lowest level, which is what we do, I think, basically with orthodox medicine. Now, of course, there are some things that, you know, it's like all illness, all disease starts in the energy field, you know, and whether it's emotionally connected or not.
But I think you made an important point there. But unfortunately, because most people do operate within their own lives, fueled by the lower energies.
Yeah, of course.
Therefore, the only medicine that actually appears to work on them is the ones which kind of...
Well, I would question that.
But well, often, you know, some of the energetic levels seem to be too subtle and too slow a process to, you know, whereas, you know, if my kind of daily life is fueled by I think it's quite an illusion that I have to eat this number of calories. That's an illusion. That I need several cups of coffee to kind of keep me going.
You have to eat at all.
And that I have to sleep 8 hours a day, you know, and blah, 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 you know, it's all these very kind of physical things that I think my body needs, you know, in order to be healthy. Yeah. Therefore, I am going to end up relying, my body is only going to be responding to a very physically based, drug-dependent type of medicine. Whereas if I'm actually, my energy levels, my spirit is fueled from a different source, from a kind of higher kind of spirit, then I'm much more susceptible and, you know, I can work with kind of more energy-based health and medical systems.
Yeah, I think it comes down to belief again. I mean, this is how the placebo effect works. You know.
Well, I'm hoping I'm talking beyond belief in this one, because I wouldn't like to say just because I believe.
Let me qualify what I'm just saying, and maybe we're slightly at cross purposes. What I'm saying is, I mean, you said about people who want to, if you like, be treated or feel that they are, you know, they feel comfortable at the lower levels of if you like, treatment.
Well, no, but it's how I'm fueling my body. If I think that in order to fuel my body, it's eating X amount of protein, X amount of carbohydrates, and drinking, you know, that's how I think my body, I am this body, and that's how it's fueled.
Right.
Therefore, I'll only really respond to medical systems that fit that sort of physical feeding, that level. You know, the body does work on a physical level, you know, and, you know, but when we buy into it, we go overboard in it, and then we wonder why we're getting obese, and, you know, the whole nature of society is changing. So the human being is changing. Whereas we actually could be living in a very kind of, with a lighter energy, eating kind of foods which, you know, in a more gentle way nourish the body and provide all that it needs, but actually feed the energy of the spirit so that we've got more energy for doing things. You know, it doesn't matter how much people eat, drink, you know, knock back those kind of Red Bulls and Relentless and things like that. They're always wiped out. They feel tired. Because actually those things sap energy. They don't give energy. Ultimately, they drain, you know, and the spirit is becoming weaker. And you know, if the spirit's becoming weaker, no matter what you try and do to poke the body into action and to, you know, stimulate it, it doesn't work. Whereas when you stimulate the spirit, suddenly you've got energy to take on the world. And it's that type of lighter, kind of deeper energy that we need in order to feel well, to, as you say, nourish the immune system, and to have that kind of zest for life and, you know, doing things.
Yes. I think there's still the emotional element in that equation though, which is something that I've found and learned a lot about personally recently. You know, that there is, you know, if you do have, you know, deep-seated emotional charges, they themselves are energy sappers in a big way.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, a very big way. And the thing is as well, you know, it's like you're saying about drinking alcohol, Red Bull, coffee, whatever it is. Look, we're drinking coffee, we're eating chocolate. But, you know, sometimes these things, you know, unconsciously we become addicted, not necessarily addicted, but we eat or drink these things because it's part of our masking process. We know very well, deep down inside, that what you've said is true, right? If we're looking after our body in the full way, giving it the best nourishment and everything, our energy levels rise. What happens when our energy levels rise? Some of the old emotions come to the surface. Because, oh, right, you can deal with this now. Here you go. Time to play. Now pulls it out. So it's a great way of masking. There's a lot of addictions. Are really good at masking emotional stuff that people would rather not deal with. And I'm not. This is not.
No, actually, that's a really good point.
This is quite serious stuff.